Hi, morning. I'm live, and this is your Al Bob. I want to thank you for being my family and accepting me for who I am because I accept you for who you are. Oh, it's has been another beautiful week out in, the deep woods where there's no waves except spiritual ones. And I'm going to have a nice long story this Sunday, tomorrow. I should get to where I can get to by 4 p.m., but if not, I'll definitely be live by 7 p.m. But the little story today is the one that I learned from the old crone's great great granddaughter who came to visit. And she was quite the crone herself, but she was about 32, but looked like she was 17. And she had great herbal powers, and she just showed up at my doorstep. I don't even know how she figured out where I was. I was in upstate New York in a little town called Ithaca. Anyway, she and her sister showed up, and her sister had a, I don't even know, it's, self-made name, like Starfire or something like that, but it wasn't that. And Sheila was this other person, great great granddaughter of the old crone, and she was a spitting image, whereas Starfire not so much. Starfire was flashy and really, really, full of herself. And but she had her own skills. She had what was known as the knack. She could read people. She could do a cold reading really well. And not that she was also. A lot of people go, "I'm a Reiki master. I spent $200 and I have a certificate." Well, this girl definitely was the master, but she healed people on the context of, "Hey, look how great I am. Whoa, I'm the hero. Oh, I'm the best. I'm that." And there was always a hidden agenda on her side, an unexpected consequence on the other side. It was an old lady I knew who lived out. And she had a son who was going to Cornell and he was going to be an artist. And she saved all her money every year and gave it to him to go to school. And she had a garden, and she grew all the food to sell on the side of the road to make money. And she hardly ate anything herself. Anyway, there were a lot of people I used to go visit, and she was one of them. And so I went to see her, and she wasn't doing too good one day. But she said, "Oh, there's no need. I can soldier on, and the garden is keeping me alive, and I so love my son, and he's going to make me. He's going to be the artist that I couldn't or wouldn't be." Anyway, I would peek in on her every now and then to see how she was doing, seeing what was going on in her spiritual, physical, and emotional life. And she was suffering from diseases, and so Starfire said, "Oh, I can heal that." And she did. Well, time went by, and I went and looked in on this old lady, and she was just crushed. And I said, "What's wrong?" And she said, "Well, my son came by, and he said he's not going to be an artist, that he had been studying at Cornell to be an engineer, and he got a job in the city, and he's going off to California to be in this thing called Silicon Valley, and he's not going to need my food." And he hated the food because it reminded him of how poor we were, and he wanted to be rich. So, but this woman now is just crushed. And she cried all the time. And yet she wasn't going to die because Starfire healed her and made her better. But she didn't, because if she had left this lady alone, she would have died at the right time before her son told her that he was going to be an engineer and not a great artist. And he hated art, and he hated her, and he didn't want her food because it reminded him of when they were poor and that she was still poor and he wasn't going to be poor. Anyway, I prayed to the Great Spirit to intercede, and within a week, the old lady was gone. And before that happened, I tried to have Starfire see her ways, but she says, no, no. I got this great ability. I'm a great healer. I'm going to be the hero. I'm going to be famous. And she left and left me with Sheila. And go look up in Gaelic what Sheila means. And I'm going to have some pictures and some other things for this Sunday. So this Sunday, going to have, folk. It's going to be a live chat, just like this is. Nobody's chatting, but I hope a lot of people spread the word. Tell people that we're going to have the live chat on Sunday at 4 p.m. and at 7 p.m. And if I'm not on the live chat at 4, it's only because I've not got there. But I should. And so 4 p.m. and then 7 p.m. is really going to be the time when I hope everyone can come and have interesting thoughts. This little story is to bring forth the idea of the two daughters, Sheila, who was the Celtic crone, and Starfire, who was just so self-involved that she couldn't have any empathy. She thought she was doing great, but she was doing evil. And that's where we are right now. There's so many people that I see on the internet. Now, I can't see it too much because I'm out in the woods and I hardly get anything. I have to come to the library or someplace that has Wi-Fi. And, I have very little money, and I enjoy being the recluse. I enjoy being the hermit because I'm not alone. I have the animals all around. I have a bear, Mama Bear, who comes and visits almost every night around sunset, and she fishes in the river behind my property. And she never fords the river. I mean, we've had a lot of rain, so it's moving pretty fast. And that's helping her grab food because the bend in the river is right there. And the fish kind of get stuck, and she can just pull them right out. And I watch her do that, fish, and I watch her eat. And there's a gigantic owl. This owl is my totem. He's 4 feet tall, or she's 4 foot tall, and she flies. Her wingspan is about 20 feet. And there is a wolf and a fox, and bunnies. And everyone lives in harmony. Even the insects. I talk to the insects. Anyway, I'm going to say see you tomorrow. And you stay well, have a beautiful day, and I'm off to do my chores.